Today on the Brad Link, we're going to tell you how to avoid that awkward situation when somebody asks about your wedding that you did not plan on inviting. Today on the Brad Link, we're talking all about how letting somebody know that they're not invited to your wedding. We're talking about that awkward situation where you run into an old friend from high school that you haven't seen in years, and they noticed on social media you were posting that you were engaged and planning your upcoming wedding, and they start asking about the event like they're expecting an invitation. This can definitely be awkward and stressful, and so we have just a few tips on how to let somebody know that they're not going to be able to attend. First and foremost, you can always blame it on your budget. Budgets for the wedding can always be restrictive, and if it's somebody that's planned a wedding before, they most definitely know this. Letting them know that the costs were just too much to have a really large wedding can make it a little bit softer of an explanation on why they were not invited. You could also point to intimacy and say that you intended to have a very small and intimate wedding with only your closest friends and family. Now, if you really invited 250 people, don't say this. You want to be clearly honest with the person, because more than likely they're going to see pictures after the wedding on social media or posts from your friends or just hear about the wedding in general. And so you want to be honest. You could also blame it on the venue. If you have a venue that has a smaller restrictive guest count, that's an easy way to let them know that you only had a certain number of seats available and you chose your closest friends and family first. You can also say that parents insist on inviting family first and you both just have really large families. Again, no lies here. Now, you could also say that you're having a destination wedding. Having a destination wedding usually cuts down the guest list by a lot because not everybody's going to travel that far. You could also say that because you're having a destination wedding, you didn't want to ask anybody to go to the extra expense to attend, so you kept your guest list very, very small. Now, you can always be honest. If there's a particular reason why you don't want that person to come to the wedding, you can honestly let them know. But being polite and gentle with their feelings is always going to be the best route. This is no time to start some drama over somebody not attending your wedding when you have a wedding to plan. Now, also, you can avoid posting too much on social media if you want. That will make sure that your friend that you haven't talked to from high school doesn't even know what's going on about the wedding if you don't talk to them in person or over the phone. If you don't avoid social media, you are inviting everybody an open invitation to seeing what's going on in your life. If you're not ready to deal with the consequences of that, like people asking when the wedding day is and when they should expect their invitation, then don't post it on social media at all. For more expert wedding planning advice, follow us on thebradlink.com.